Okay, so now we are doing part two, which is saying use the values in your frequency table to find an estimate of the mean. I've underlined those two important words, estimate of the mean. Okay, so we are trying to find the mean. That's what the question is asking. And it says we must use the values that are in the table. So now we are going to use these same values, okay, to find the mean. But what we're simply going to do is we are going to make a new table with only 4 columns, okay? This is a very common table for mean. It's the value you have, which is the weight, and then you would need to get the mid value, okay? Or we can say mid interval value, okay? Mid interval value, which will be our x, right? Right, with the mid value interval. Then now the next thing we're going to put is frequency, which we just put as an f. Then we'll say xf. If you want, you can write frequency, okay? But we'll just say f, it's better. Then here the last one would be xf, okay? Or you can say x, then times, then f. These are the 4 things which we need. Right, so we're going to put our weight here. Of course, we need it to be a big column, right? And we try to make it as neat as we can. So this would go all the way to here. Then we'd put one that comes all the way to this. Then like this. So we'd have it come down like this. All right. Now we can do what we need to do. Here is the weight. Mid value doesn't have to be big. Okay. Then here, frequency doesn't have to be big, but x times f should be quite big. Then now we can put our value. So what are the weights? We have them. I'm going to be just copying them. 30 less than or equal to x, which is less than 40. Then 40 less than or equal to x, which is less than 55. 55 less than or equal to x, which is less than 60. 60 less than or equal to x, which is less than 65. 65 less than or equal to x, which is less than 70. 70 less than or equal to x, which is less than 80. Now, the mid values are easy because we know that these are the bounds themselves, so we don't even need to put the intervals because we know that this is a continuous scale. So that's why I didn't even put the boundaries, okay? We can just calculate from here because I know it'll be 30 plus 40 over 2, which gives me my mid value of 35. In here, I would say 40 plus 55 over 2. In here, I would say 55. And now say 55 plus 60 over 2. In here, I'll say 60 plus 65 over 2. In here, I'll say 65 plus 70 over 2. In there, I'll say 70 plus 80 over 2. And then I will have them. Now I can easily find the things. Let's go. So what is this going to be? What is 40 plus 55, you'd get 47.5. 55 plus 60 should be 57.5. Then here, 60 plus 65 should be 62.5. 65 plus 70, 67.5. 70 plus 80, 75. Okay? We could have them like this. These are the mid values, I'm sure. Let me see. 40 plus 55 divided by 2. Yeah, 47. Then 55 plus 60 divided by 2. Yes, 57. Okay, so I think everything is correct. Now we can get the frequencies. Frequencies, we got them already. We are just going to put them. 20, 30. That's how we are using the values from the other table. 20, 30, 10. Then 20. Then 15, 50. Then 15. Then 50. Then x times f now. X times f. 35 times 20. You start. So it will be, you say 35 times 20. Then here, 47.5 times 30, because we want to get the mean. We want to get X bar, the mean. And here, the reason why we did this is we are trying to get mean, and we have a frequency distribution table. We have weight and frequency on the last thing, but these are the things that we have. So if we look at our weight, it is continuous data. So because point number one, because this is a frequency distribution, we use the formula from the MF19, which we've seen so much, which says it is summation of XF over the summation of F. That's the one we're going to use, right? And now we know that for us to be able to use it, we need the mid interval. We need XF. Right? So that's what we are doing with this table. We are just finding them. Mid-interval, we've found it because this was easy because we had our weights. They were continuous. So we didn't have to put the boundaries, anything. We used them because 30 and 40. Why? Because it's ending at 40 and starting at 40. This is a continuous scale. Yeah? Ends at 60, starts at 60. You see, it's very orderly. So that's it. So now we can go and we can say 47 point. Here it was ending at 55, starting at 55. Then we can keep doing for the rest. 57.5 times 10. XF would be here 62.5 times 20. In here it's 67.5 times 15. Here it will be 75 times 50. Okay. We can put them and get nice values here. Let me write 67.5 times 15. 62.5 times 20. Can you see my comma? It's not a grammar comma. I didn't say 57.5. That is not the comma we use in maths. It's 57, then a full stop, please. Okay, 57 point, so it's 57 full stop 5, then times 10. I know this is 575. Okay, we can put all the rest. Let's calculate. So it's going to be 35 times 20. I'll get 700. So this is 700. This is 47.5 times 30. This is 1425. Okay, 47.5 times 30. I got 1425. Here I'll get 62.5 times 20. 62.5 times 20. You get 1250, okay? 1250, and then 67.5, so 67.5 times 15, 67.5 times 15, you get 1012, so you get 1012.5, 1012.5, then 75 times 50, you get 3750, okay? 3750, right? So now that we have all this, we can now have here the summation of F. We can put it. Okay, summation of F. Now, what are we going to say? It's going to be 20 plus 30 plus 10 plus 20 plus 15 plus 50. You get 145, right? I don't know if I made a mistake, but I reckon not. Here we have 700 plus 14, 25 plus 575 plus 1250, okay, then plus 1012.5, then plus 3750. This gives us 8712.5. Okay, summation of XF is now 8712.5. Now you could put it, you can put the last row, okay. So something like this. Sorry, I have them like this. And here are your quantities. So now I can say X bar is just going to be equal to 8712.5 divided by 145, which is going to be divided by 145, 60.08, blah, blah. So I have it as 60.08. I can say 60.09. Okay, we can have it as 60.01, or we can say 60.1. Still 3 SF is okay. So this is my estimate of the mean. Okay, I could have put it as 60.09, still fine, 60.09 kgs, 2 SF, 2 decimal places. This will be my final solution, right? Or I could put it as 60.1 kgs. Great. Bye. That's it.